Failure wasn't the end, it was the beginning. What if I told you that the biggest breakthroughs in business often come after your biggest failures? Imagine spending months or even years building a business you truly believe in. You invest your savings, your time, your energy, your hope. Then one day it fails. No customers, no profits, no celebration, just silence. Most people would call that the end. But for many successful entrepreneurs, that's exactly where the real story begins. Today, I'm going to share the biggest business lessons I learned from failing 3 different times. Lessons that completely changed how I think about entrepreneurship, money, and success. Because if you understand these lessons, you might avoid the mistakes that cost me years. Let's begin. I fell in love with my idea. Instead of the customer, my first mistake wasn't a lack of effort, it was a lack of listening. I believed my idea was amazing. I spent weeks making it perfect. I focused on the logo, the website, the branding. Everything looked professional, except for one thing: almost nobody wanted to buy it. That's when I learned one of the hardest lessons in business. Customers don't buy products because you love them. They buy products because those products solve a real problem. Your opinion doesn't determine value. The market does. The moment I stopped asking, do I like this idea? And started asking, does this solve someone's problem? Everything changed. I mistook being busy for making progress. Every day felt productive. I answered emails, watched business videos, designed graphics, changed my website again, read another book, worked long hours, but my bank account told a different story. I was busy, but I wasn't moving forward. That's when I realized not all work creates results. Successful entrepreneurs ask a different question. What's the one task today that can actually grow the business? Revenue-generating work matters. Talking to customers, improving products, making offers, learning from feedback. Those activities move businesses forward. Everything else is secondary. I tried to do everything alone. At first, I thought asking for help meant weakness, so I tried to learn everything myself. Marketing, sales, accounting, design, customer support, business strategy. I became overwhelmed, and overwhelmed people make slow decisions. Eventually, I learned something powerful. The fastest way to grow isn't knowing everything. It's knowing where to learn, reading books, finding mentors, listening to experienced entrepreneurs, asking better questions. Growth accelerated the moment my ego disappeared. After 3 failures, I had 2 choices. I could tell myself, maybe I'm just not meant for business. Or I could ask a better question. What are these failures trying to teach me? That single question changed everything. Failure stopped being my enemy. It became my teacher. The lesson most people never learn: failure is expensive, but quitting is even more expensive. Because when you quit, you lose the opportunity to apply everything you've learned. Every mistake contains information. Every setback contains feedback. Every failure leaves behind a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Let me ask you something. Have you ever failed at something that later taught you an important lesson? Maybe it was a business, a career, a relationship, or a personal goal. Share one lesson in the comments below. You never know. Your experience might encourage someone who's struggling right now. And if you're the kind of person who believes failure should become fuel, not fear, hit the like button. Every like helps this message reach more entrepreneurs who need the reminder that setbacks don't have to define their future. Success isn't about never failing. Look at almost every successful entrepreneur. Behind the headlines, there are failed products, rejected ideas, bad investments, painful mistakes. The difference isn't that they never failed. The difference is that they learned faster than they quit. If you're going through a difficult season right now, remember this: your current failure is not your final destination. It might simply be your greatest education, because sometimes life doesn't give you what you wanted. It gives you what you need to become the person capable of achieving something even greater.